I'm going to give you a quick introduction to IGCSE chemistry. My main focus will be the materials, the textbooks we're going to be using, the topics, like we're going to have an overview of the 23 topics of IGCSE chemistry. I'm also going to give you the structure of the lessons. So how are these lessons going to be delivered? So first of all, these are the books that we are going to be using. So there is the actual textbook where we have the notes. We have 3 question books. So each one of these books is dedicated to one of the exam papers. You have the paper 2 book, paper 6 book, and paper 4 book. So they're like 3 question books and 1 textbook for all of the notes. I want to show you a quick look at the notes. So this is how the notes are going to be delivered. So the book is around 100 pages. You have all of the materials that you need there with the keywords, the diagrams. I've also added this year exam tips. So for every section you have an exam tip. In addition, you also have videos. So this book is actually interactive. So you could click or you can scan the QR code here and you'll get a video. So most of these videos are like from Cambridge exams. They show you the practicals since it's like a science subject. So you really need to see those practicals. So the book will give you basically all of the information in addition to explanation videos that will really help you with the practicals. About the question books, so each book, as I said, is dedicated for 1 exam papers. You have the questions classified by topic, and you have the years of every single question. What's really good about these books is you can also get the answers. So once you get your homework, you can always take a look at the answers after that you've solved the question. So this really helps you to make sure that you've done the right work. If you didn't do it right, then you can always come back to me and ask me why is the answers not the way I've done it. So you have all of the answers written by me based on the marking schemes. So there's no way you could not find the correct answer. In addition to this, you also have always recorded classes. So the class you take with me, it will always be recorded. So you can always come back to these videos and watch the class if you've forgotten something about the lesson. So you will have access to all of the classes. So by the end of the curriculum, you can always go back to any class that we have taken together and you can refer back to the things that you have forgotten. Now let's move to the curriculum. So the chemistry curriculum based on my textbook, it's 24 topics. So you have topic 1, it's states of matter. That's what I'm going to show you today. You have methods of purification and so on. In addition, the last topic is dedicated for all of the practicals. So usually we do 1 lesson per class. So for instance, first lesson we'll be doing states of matter, then methods of purification. There are some topics that take more than 1 lesson. So for instance, you have organic chemistry. This takes like 2 to 3 lessons. In total, we'll be done of all of the curriculum by like 24 weeks or 25 weeks will be done of the entire curriculum. That's if we were doing 1 lesson per week. Now, the lesson structure. So how are these lessons going to be delivered? They are going to be delivered online. So you will have the questions first. So we start always with questions that you have from the previous class, so whatever you couldn't solve. And then we'll move to do some quick revision to what we've done the first time. Then we're gonna start with the explanation, so we're gonna explain the new materials. Then we will practice. So every lesson, like 20% of the time of the lesson, is dedicated for practice. So we practice exam questions and we solve questions together. I show you the right way to solve these questions. Now, anytime after class, you can always come back to me. So you can always send me your questions or whenever you have an inquiry via WhatsApp. As I said, you have access to see the lesson once and twice and 3 times, so they can always see those lessons. Plus, we can always arrange for one-to-one free tutorials. Like if you really didn't understand something in the class, I can come back to you. We can like meet online and I could explain these things to you once again. Now, there's always tests, so you really need to check your progress. So there will always be tests. These tests are conducted online, so we do it together. I'll be watching over, like it's just we have inquiries during those tests. These tests are done usually bi-weekly, and sometimes we do them every week. There will be reports, so basically I'll mark your papers and I will send them back to you, but there will always be reports, so you can check your progress and you could check your overall average for this